That's not so bad. Yeah. So fairies wear boots. You gotta believe me. Evening, folks. I don't know if there's anyone out there. I can't sleep, and I'm up. I'm awake. And fairies wear boots. You gotta believe me. Is anybody out there? I think there was another band that asked that question. Now, who out there knows where that title came from? Fairies Wear Boots. Is anybody out there? Maybe I'm sending a mixed message. Do I know what I'm talking about? Do you know what you're talking about? Well, a very good morning to you, Sheena. It's good to see you. Lori, you can't sleep either? Oh, hon. Not sure why fairies wear boots. Well, it's, you know, Sheena, it's probably to protect their feet. Hi, Lori. Waves like an Egypt. I hope you're good aside from not being able to sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm wearing this freaking halter monitor. Merlin. Yeah, fairies do wear boots. Old Nans. No, I'm not high. No. But hi. Hi, old Nans. Love seeing you. I love old Nans. Scott. Howdy. Good to see you. Yeah, I gotta try to. I've got frickin'. Okay, so all right, I'm wearing the halter monitor now. You guys know what it is. It's a whole bunch of stuff attached to my chest, and I have a thing in my pocket. It's recording all of it. Whee! Great, right? So that makes me not sleep. How's the weather? Currently running a temperature of 10 degrees centigrade. Let me do the quick math on that. Uh, Merlin? Okay, so double it. Double 10 centigrade equals 20. Add 30. We're running a current temperature of 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Clear skies and looking at about 2/3 to 3/4 of a moon. Cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Yeah, fairies wear boots. Gotta protect your feet. You gotta protect your feet. Sunshine me. I see you there. I see you there, fellow insomniacs. What a terrible thing. Ugh, medical conditions. I'm going to the cardiologist in the morning. I was at the cardiologist frickin' yesterday. Got some other business I'm attending to. Feet are important, yeah. Hey, Merlin, why do you think I protect mine with combat boots and have a backup set of combat boots? Why? Well, I'm prepared. Two is one is none, right? If I had to choose a small greenhouse or shade cloth, what one would you pick? Okay, first of all, for my particular small backyard garden, I wouldn't select a greenhouse because the wind whips between the houses so bad that the greenhouse would catch too much wind. What I would do is I would go with a framed structure and put a shade cloth over it. And depending where you are, and what sort of temperatures and you know how high impact the sun is, I would I would suggest a minimum 60% shade cloth. Yeah, right, Marilyn? Yeah, double it and add 30. So now, Sheena, I'm no master gardener. I'm an experimental urban gardener making mistakes on purpose in an urban setting, showing people in urban settings that they should plant food in an urban setting. And if they make these mistakes, this is how to correct it. Um, but yeah, if you're in a really windy area, put up some sort of framed structure, whether it's a, like a uh, hoop house type of structure, or there are other names for it that don't come to my mind right now. But if it's in a high wind area, I would strongly suggest not putting up a glass or plastic enclosed structure because it might just get blown over. Hey, Vester, I can see you there. Good on you, Vester. You can't sleep either, huh? Horrible wind. All right, maybe if you choose the yeah, I've got horrible wind too, and I've been considering um, a small greenhouse and things like that. And my best option is shade. So bang on you, Sheena. Like good brain on you for thinking about the shade option. That's great. What's up, Esther? I can't sleep. I'm wearing a Holter monitor. A lot of my brain. Talked to a lot of really cool, good people today. Did a lot of freaking awesome prepping stuff. Um, got off the phone not long ago with a really, really good friend. And Fairies Wear Boots. Fairies Wear Boots, and you gotta believe me. Seeing as you asked, Bester, what's up with you? How you doing? You okay? Everything all right? How's it going in chat? Is everyone okay? It's good to see you. Good to see you all you insomniacs. And you know, I wish you could sleep as much as I wish I could sleep. Okay, Sheena. All right. I hope that works out well for you. Like I say, I'm not a master gardener or anything like that. But I do hope that works out well for you, and I would appreciate some feedback back on that. Lightning bugs. We don't call them lightning bugs. We call them. We have an affectionate name for them. We call them fireflies, just like Firefly Farm here. We call them fireflies. But yeah, we get those living on Benadryl. Hey, Chris. Good to see you. Hey, Chuck. Yeah, I can't sleep. Barry, look at you. Still planting seedlings. Hey, I've still got seeds to propagate. So I'm a little behind the curve this year, but I'm approaching prepping a different way this year because I have to prepare differently. You have yet to see one in Colorado. One what? Sorry, I missed that, Merlin. Uh, you haven't seen a lightning bug in Colorado? Well, it's still too cold. And we don't get them here in the city. Maybe the odd one. Kevin, I see you there. Welcome. It's good to see you. But they're more prevalent in the countryside or in forested areas, more so. Yeah, oh yeah. Hey there, Karen. I am well. Actually, I'm pretty well. I've had a good day. I've had a good day. Just got off the phone with a wonderful friend, and couldn't sleep. I'm kind of jacked up a little bit about it, and I've got a cardiologist appointment in the morning, so that'll never let you sleep, right? So I'm kind of up, and but yeah, fairies wear boots. Interesting, interesting. When I finished up the conversation I was just having with my very, very good friend, um, there was something mentioned about fairies, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go watch Barry. Boom, disco. It's Barry for the win. Barry wins the axe. Yeah, fairies wear boots. And I told him, I said, when I hang up this phone, I'm going to watch Fairies Wear Boots. And I did. And now we're here. Han Solo, look at you. Good to see you. Look at the help Hans is sharing out. That's great. Yeah, that's great, great advice. Hey, Tracy. Damn, Merlin, I don't know. Maybe their boots come pre-sock lined. I don't know the answer to that. Just woke up and pulling leg muscles. How to prevent that? Take a shot of vinegar or mustard. Seriously, if you got some ACV, take a shot of it. It'll crush your face, but the acid should help those muscles right quick. Yeah, fairies wear boots. Black Sabbath, absolutely. Had to buy a mattress and tell you it's not good for a herniated disc. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Yeah, that's very, very good information. I appreciate you sharing that, Sheena. No, you can't sleep, Tracy? Yeah, can't sleep. I got the cardiologist in the morning. I'm I'm wearing all the rig right now, right? Like they're running their tests. American Eagle Scout, I see you there. Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, well, we could talk about fairies wear boots, but what I watched after that was All Along the Watchtower. Oh yeah, Tracy, they got me wired up, so I gotta drop this off in the morning, and I have other plans for later in the day. More prepping, more prepping. Very really cool, nice. I enjoy. I my military comms brain just licked your public comms brain. Um, keep up the good work. Yeah, there, there, guys and gals, Barry Salad. There's a public servant right there. There's a servant to the public doing a good public service. Not a politician. Hey, Chuck. You know what? I'll tell you something. Let me tell you something, Chuck. My condition is so bad they didn't even make me go through the stress test, and they still do those. They still do those. But they're like, yeah, okay, this dude ain't doing that. Yeah, didn't. didn't have to. I guess I must have passed. Well, you know what, Barry? You make a very interesting point. Um, I don't debate everything that's legal either. Um, you know what? This is Chuck. This is just a monitor. It's not like the full on vest that has like the jumper cables in it. This is just for them to get a reading of it. And to be honest with you, I don't even know it's on. Oh, right. Yeah, okay, copy that. Hard copy, Chuck. Tammy, hey Tammy. Arg, yeah. Yeah, I should go to bed too. It's nice to see you as well. Yeah, love from just up the street. Guys and gals, tell Tammy a nice hello. She's just kind of up the street from me. Well, and when I say up the street, I mean an hour and a half up the 401. So it's not just up the street. I don't know what it is, Cha Cha. Yeah, just down yonder. Just yeah. Bedeering, good to see you. Yeah, why don't y'all say a nice hello to the other? I'm just up and was bored, and I have appointments like with people that have titles like cardiologist and such. So you never sleep the evening before that. Anyways, not to mention did a whole bunch of good prepping over the last a day or two. Um, Pretty jacked up, pretty stoked. Just got off the phone with a very, very good friend. But yeah, fairies wear boots. They sure do, don't they? And what does that mean? What does it mean, fairies wear boots? Bedeering, you can't sleep anymore either? Yeah. Sometimes I can, and sometimes I can't. I'll tell you what. I used to be able to sleep a straight 8 hours, no freaking problem. No problem. Sometimes 9 or 10 if I wanted to. Wake up, just roll over. Well, there's kicking it with Harold. Hey, we have a lovely Cha Cha in here. Maybe Cha Cha like to bust out kicking it with Harold's link. If you're able to, if you're not busy, it's quite all right. Um, just a suggestion. I like to hold up my brother and sister. How you doing, Harold? It's good to see you. Fairies wear boots. Hey, better critter, I see you there. Yeah, we're live because I can't sleep. I'm a little too jacked up on prepping and doctor's appointments. Let's just put it that way. So, sugar, I see you, sugar. It's good to see you. Sugar, did you do anything to prep for auxiliary hydro to run the AC? You need a Jenny or something. All right, Vester, I appreciate you coming in and saying hi, and thank you for that sentiment. I hope you sleep well. I've been better and worse, but it's getting better, Mr. Harold. Sure is. Snark, I see you there. You look at Snark and Substance trying to sneak in here. Didn't highlight a name or nothing like that. Just tried to sneak in. Hey Snark, now you're outed. Snark's in the chat, guys and gals. Say hi to Snark. I see you there, Nest. What am I hunting? Oh, that was part of my humans. That was part of my preps this week. Hey, all right. We'll do a quick poll. You can put up a 1 for a yes or a 9 for a no. Y'all want to see a prep I did this week? Super cool. It's cool AF. 1's for yes. 999 for no. Nest has a 1. I see. Barry's on it. Tammy. Snark. Tracy. Chuck. Eagle Scout. Bedeering. Holy cow. Sunshine Me has a total of 3. Okay. All right. You don't have to yell at me, Sunshine. I'll show you. Karen wants scrolls past. I don't have access, but when Northshore ends the vid, I can go back and remove it. I see. All right, that's some personal chat in there. All right. Okay, so I forget who it was who mentioned it, who asked me what I was hunting, and I said human. So, Mrs. Cosmic, what is going on, Gina? Everyone say a nice hello to Mrs. Cosmic Cultivators. So what this is this is a pack of that is 7 full-length arrows made for recurve bow. They're a graphite, Easton maker, and they're naturally fletched. They're not plastic fletched. They come with field tips, and these were included in the price of its projecting device. Just let me just check for chat here. Mockingbird bows. You know what? I appreciate your insight into that, Barry. That's cool because it's cool for you to share that and for me to know because it's a song I've loved for many, many years. And I've never really done the research into what that song's really, really about. But it's funny. I was having a conversation with an extraordinarily good friend shortly before I came on live here. And we talked about fairies or the word fairies or that came up, right? Uh, uh, Gina, um, just so that you know, I'm not Sean. I'm Shawn, SHAWN. Yeah, everyone say a nice hello to Gina, to Kicking It. Say a nice hello to all of y'all, each you know, beside the other. That's your brothers and your sisters in the chat. Tell each other hello. But okay, so for these 7 arrows, it cost me about the same money as a half a tank of gas. Yeah, go on and tell the other hello. I'll be a little ticked if you don't. So this cost me about the price of a half a tank of gas. But I will show you what it came with. Yes, I most certainly will. But you gotta wait just a little second. Oh, Snark, you're about to hit 12K? Freaking awesome. Hey, Karen. I don't think I said hello. I think I tried to get everybody. Think so. I usually try to. Piece of a half tank shortly. Piece of a half tank. Piece of a half tank. No, I'm not sure what you're getting at there, Snark. You need to simplify things for me. I apologize. Oh yeah. Price of a yeah. Price of a half tank of gas. Yes. Yeah, exactly. But the arrows came free with. You don't need to hit the thumbs up, but I appreciate that, Cha Cha. Hit that thumbs up or the thumbs down. I don't care because it all goes down the same YouTube toilet. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But, thumbs up are nice. It's not like, any musician wants to go on stage and everyone's going, boo, you suck, you suck. And it all goes down the same pay toilet. They, they just eventually suck and go away. Yes. That's okay, Snark. I would be, you would be remiss if you weren't being snarky. So there's one metric finger wagging for you to remember that. Tammy, on your way? Don't pay too much for gas, hon. All right. You guys want to see what goes along with it? Tammy, I look forward to seeing you again. It's always a pleasure. Fish is in here? $1.79? Damn, that's cheap. $1.99 over here, hon. $1.99.9 for regular crappy ass fuel. Oh, on the res. Yeah. Bravissimo, Tammy. That's how I shop too. Atta girl. Like I've always known you were smart, so like, yeah, why would you do anything else to yourself? 89 a gallon. Barry says 389. Yeah, for sure, Tammy. 100%. Yeah. I don't do anything else. I shop that way so that I can afford to pay for my kids' fuel so that they can go up and see my mother, their grandma, on Mother's Day. You know what I mean? Just use your head and be smart. 507 a gallon. That's cheap, Yeti. Yeti, I don't think I said hello yet. Hello. Yeah, exactly, Tammy. Don't get me wrong. I used to live in the area a few different times. I know it. I've shopped there plenty over the decades. And yeah, I get it. You would be freaking remiss if you didn't run down Highway 2 and get some cheap stuff, right? Oh, fishes and loaves. I hadn't said hello. There you are. Yeah, you tried to sneak in here, didn't you? Wait, guys and gals. No. Let's make a spectacle out of fishes and loaves. Fishes, you tried to sneak in here without telling me a good, bold hello. And how are you? So everyone, I want to tell everyone to say a nice hello to fishes. Fishes and loaves. Welcome. For shame indeed. And Wade, I'm not sure who's got the name of Wade, besides my brother, Metal for Breakfast, who is long tucked into bed. Um, um, Gina's chiming in with 4:30. Yeah, go ahead, guys and gals, and give Fish the business. Yeah, you got it coming. You earned it. Try to sneak in here like that. Are you kidding? You're kidding. Marlboro Reds. Well, American Eagle Scout. That makes sense. Um, I didn't mind. Okay, now I'm Canadian folk, and our cigarettes taste completely different than y'all's. But uh, no Melody, I'm okay. A little bit, a little bit. But our cigarettes up here taste completely different than American cigarettes. But if I had to smoke an American cigarette, I'd choose a Winston. I'm okay. I'm a little bit troubled. I can't sleep. Chuck, you on your way? All right. All good. Yeah, I give Fishes the business a little bit here. Ex-smoker. Good for you. Eagle Scout. That's good. Congratulations. I've been trying to make the transition between this and this. I don't know, man. I don't know which is better or less worse, or we can't even get menthol up here. It's banned in Canada. Chuck, you stay well, all right. But I'm trying to make the. It's just not the same as. Well, you know what, Yeti? People do have a lot of things on their mind these days, and with me wearing the frickin' the wiring system so they can get my all my cardiac information. Don't get me wrong, it's a little worrisome, right? Uh, yeah, I don't do menthol. I don't prefer a menthol, but I appreciate that, Tammy. Thank you. Copy that. Now you know what, Yeti? How's it going with cardiology? I have no idea. I've only spoken with technicians so far. Um, I have had some communication with my cardiologist a number of months ago, and I've never met the man. However, I have met my vascular surgeon. I met that guy. Seems like a pretty serious dude. All over his game. Fishes, you gotta go. All right, yeah, all right, yeah. Do what you need to do. No, firefighter. My condition is so less good that they didn't even make me forego a stress test. It's like, now you studied for this. You're well practiced. You do not need to do a stress test. We're just going to take all the pictures we need to take, and right. Sunshine, you on your way, or are you saying night to Fishes? Organic is expensive, yeah. Well, you know what, firefighter, they're doing the stuff, and God bless them for it. Uh, Copy that. Hard copy. Sunshine me. Copy that. God bless them for what they're doing, and firefighter. If you're a firefighter or retired firefighter. Thank you for your service. Raven, guys and gals, wave at Raven laughs. Hey Raven, how you doing? Waves like an Egypt. Sunshine me. Retired. Thank you ever so much for your service. Very, very much appreciated. Yeah, everyone wave at Raven, and then I'll show you what came with the arrows. Yeah, wicked awesome. I love having uh, other former service members in here, or even current. I get doctors in, lawyers, the firefighters, policemen, um, all kinds of current, former military service. Wicked, wicked, freaking awesome. Okay, so Tracy Marie Wade, that's where it is. Okay, so Wade is I missed that last part of your name. Wade is my brother's first name. Metal for Breakfast. Some of you may know him from his decompression chamber. If you don't know Metal for Breakfast, go check him out. Retired public radio. Yeti public radio. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to qualify that by saying that the public radio up here in Canada has their hand in Trudeau's pocket, so I don't believe a word they say, except for maybe the weather, and usually they're wrong about that. But I can't accredit to what you were doing in Wyoming. So nice to see you too, Raven. Waves like an Egypt. And that's the only person, well, it's not the only person I do it for, but I wave to a lot of people. But for Raven Laughs, I always wave like an Egypt. Any good video editing app? Nope. I can't help you with that. I do not edit anything. Never have. However, hopefully, Eagle Scout. There are folks here in the chat who may have good suggestions. And yeah, they're free. You can just download them. To my knowledge, I'm a tech tard. Don't know anything about that. Don't even administrate my own channel for the most part. But all right, I asked you guys long enough ago. You want to see what came with the arrows? All right, and this has been on my prepping list for not only home defense but a lot of other ideas as well. I'll put it through the camera slowly so that you can see it. I picked that up yesterday, primarily for home defense. And perhaps you can see, let me see if I can get a good, here we are, over here. All right, you see this little toggle here on the end of this arm? This is a breakdown recurve bow. So I can take the limbs, I can take this limb off and this limb off. I can break this down and I can put this whole thing in my pack to, you know, go into the bush with or whatever, right? No, it's not that powerful, Melody. It's not. It's okay for, no one would want me to use it against them for home defense. Let's just put it that way. Secondly, it's great for small game. Oh yeah, Trudeau would like it, wouldn't he? It came with a sights built in already, and it came with those arrows, and it was less than the price of a half a tank of gas, and it is in new condition. I don't. Well, I don't know if it's. Well, yeah, short intruder. He won't intrude long. I don't care if I've only got field points or not, or no points on it. But this has been on my list for a long time as far as my preparedness goes. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't have a 75-pound crossbow sitting in the corner, right? But this loads a lot faster than a crossbow does. It's also better for silent hunting, silent whatever you want to do. It's not a heavy draw weight. I think this one maxes out at about 30 pounds. So it'll be good for small game, right? Well, Susan Robinson from Texas, a wonderful, another Texan sister. That's great. We get so many Texans in here. I love y'all. You shot a skunk once? Why did you do that? Huge mistake. Anyone from Illinois? Oh, dude. There you go, Illinois. But yeah, that's a nice little piece I picked up this week to add to my preps. It's mostly for home defense, bush travel. Break it down, put it into your pack. Not just bush travel or hunting, but also self-defense in the bush. Yeah. Nobody wants to get hit by an arrow flung by this. I guarantee you. I shit you not. And like I say, I got that for that with 7 arrows, 7 fully fletched arrows with field tips for half of the price of a tank of gas. Born and raised. Throw the axe. All right, Yeti. I saved that for Mad Shad's channel. I try not to throw the axes that I have. I want to keep them around me in case somebody comes in the door. Why? Because grab, now you need to leave, right? Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't have other stabby stuff around. Jeep! Jeep! What's going on, Justin? How you doing, bro? So that's one of the preps I did this week. And you know what? Okay. So I was at the cardiologist on Monday, and they handed me this piece of paper and they said, go get some blood work done. And I'm like, okay, where do I do that? And they're like, oh, you have to go across the road over to this plaza, such and such a plaza, and it's a place called blah blah blah, Life Labs or something. I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't know where it was. I'm not from that area. Hey, Chris, what's up? What's shaking, bro? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. So when I realized the plaza that this place was in, okay, so I went over, donated the blood that they wanted, and said, okay, do I need to do anything else, or like, can I leave? Do I need to take these results back to the doctor where I just came from, or anything like that? They said, no, you're good to go. We'll get the information back to them within like a couple of days. I'm like, disco, okay, I'm freaking out of here. And then I realized, oh, wait a second. In this same plaza, there's a pawn shop attached to it. Let me just stop in there and see what I see. And that was what I see. Brand freaking new. It's like it's never been fired. And it's a shame for whoever might have gotten this for a gift, for a target practice gift, or recreation, or physical fitness. Yeah, absolutely great find, Yeti, absolutely. And it's an item I've had on my prepping list for a long time. You know, not just for small game hunting in, after the big mushroom cloud goes up, but for home defense and whatever else. It loads much quicker than my crossbow does. So it's been a lot of years since I've had a recurve in my hand, and I'm tickled with this one. Holy cow, there's Full of Hope. 30 jars of canning. Goodness gracious. It's great to see you as well. And nice job on that. I was just, Hope, I was just showing some of the prepping I've been doing as well. Jeep, seriously? You already got plans to bid on the bow if I leave the room? 1 metric finger wagging for you, Justin. Tell you what, bro. I'll tell you what. That was a Canadian finger wagging. Yeah, everyone tell Hope a nice hello. All the way from the beautiful Emerald Isle. Go on. Yeah, Jeep, you're just misbehaving. I see you misbehaving there. I'm in the middle of doing another freaking awesome, amazing one. Not going to share it right now, though, but it's a good Yeti's on the arrows already. Wow. I can't have anything good. Can't have anything nice. Sulfuric acid and a hammer. Yeah. Melody is asking, Hope, what did you can? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jeep. That was 1 metric finger wagging. I know you're an American, and I know that Americans are the only people on the planet who don't understand the metric system. That's why I waved a metric finger at you. You don't even know what it means. Crossbow, bow. I got a 200-year-old pitchfork standing there. I've got a 150-year-old Zulu warrior's axe here. 100-year-old knives here. I have plenty around to keep me safe. I don't tend to talk much about the bang bangs. You know what, Cosmic? I gotta catch up on your videos. I saw you put something out, and you were, I think you were doing the earth or soil or something at like sort of 50% less or whatever. But go ahead and give us a quick description, Chris, if you got time and feel like typing it. If not, then just go check out Cosmic Cultivator's channel, guys and gals, and watch their videos. Why? Because they're doing an amazing job growing food in an area with raised beds, and they're building all their raised beds from pretty much reclaimed and or free material. So they're definitely a channel to watch. I'm pretty impressed by them. Otherwise, I wouldn't say a frickin' word. Anybody do the tote gardening? Yeti, yes, I do. I have videos on growing potatoes in totes with much success. Much better than 5-gallon buckets. The yield is far superior Do not overcrowd your buckets or your totes. I will say that. I plant 3 large potatoes in a tote. That's it. Cold, ugly chicken and browned off. It's hot. Okay, gotcha. Hey, Deacon, there you are. How you doing? Quick snack. Oh, what do we have? All right, you said it, Deacon. What are you having for a snack? Now you have to tell everybody. Yeah, Cosmic Cultivators is good. They're doing real good things in their garden for sure, and I love their approach to it of upcycling or recycling old materials, free materials, uh, to do it with less money. Because let's face it, there's less of it these days. Doesn't matter how much they keep printing. Saying, "Hey, Christy, leftover beef taco." Do you know what? With a proper amount of nucleophide, that should be just fine. Yeah, you're going back to work, Jeep. All right. Good to see you. We'll see you on the flip side, Jeep. Stay well and safe. Uh, uh, keep your eyes about you and your head on your shoulders at work. Don't hurt yourself, man. Been looking for folks to group with. Okay, do me a favor and don't give anyone your address here. Don't give out personal information on the interwebs. Like, I'm probably going to delete this anyways, but um, you know, you can mention roughly where you are if you like, and but yeah, not your, certainly not your county or street or address. Like, just keep it. Protect your privacy. It is really hard to find trustworthy people, and it's funny. Snark kind of brings me back to my title. Howdy, Billy. Why doesn't everyone tell Billy a nice hello? Again, another wonderful gentleman from Austin, from Texas. A lot of Texans. Hey, Billy, did you see the title of my live stream here tonight? Did you see what it's called? And if you did, tell me what band it comes from. Billy's a buddy of mine. He has a small channel. Um, he loves the crap out of Rush. Loves it. Um, Synopsis of video up a little ways. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Cosmic. Can you speak in non-jargon full sentences so I get what your program is, Chris? Oh, Billy, you're way too prog rock. No, you don't even get it, bro. No, there's no way I'm scrolling up. No, it's happening. But I will watch your videos. I just haven't been able to yet. I've been busy all freaking day. All friggin' day. I've been doing some awesome prepping. Like, you think that bow is something I got yesterday? Nah, you ain't got no idea. Yeah. I'm uh it's full on. It's full on. I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff. It's Billy, it's Black Sabbath. Fairies Wear Boots. Deacon, a lot better the last couple of days. I had my meds all messed up, and oh Lord, Deacon, tell you what, Susan, health is improving slowly by the day. Well, hope you haven't opened your pistol crossbow. You should open it because it may require some assembly. And then once you open it, you should figure out how to fire it, right? Yeah. Fairies Wear Boots. That's some Black Sabbath. And I watched that right off of the cut off the album before I came on this live stream. And the reason don't be scared of it, Hope. Just make the pointy end point away from you, and you'll be okay. Read the instructions. Read them clearly. Watch YouTube videos on how to do it. Seriously, 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 sister. Don't hurt yourself. You could hurt yourself, but don't be scared. Just follow the instructions, and you'll be okay. Find all kinds of people. Well, tell you what, I went out shopping today and I found some people. I got a phone call from a politician today that is a brand new party here in Canada. I've had an extraordinarily interesting day. Brand new conservative party here in Canada. Yeah, called me on the phone. So he's not from my riding, but we had a great conversation. Fellow former service member, has, as far as his words go, good ideals and morals. What's coming, you cannot run and hide from. Exactly. So we need to face it. Great point, Raven. What's their platform? Their platform is they're a conservative party, and they hate Ford, which that in itself I love, and they extraordinarily hate Trudeau, which I love as well. And we talked about you know, being prisoners in Canada, held in our own country, not allowed to leave if we don't have the jabberdoodle. Oh, you know what, full of hope. It's always a pleasure to see you as well. It's just such a shame that we get this time difference that, you know, it has to be that I'm insomniac, because I got a freaking cardiologist in the morning and can't sleep, and so I'm up, and you know, you're an early bird, which helps us meet. Or sometimes I guess, you know, when I do my Monday live streams at 7 p.m., sometimes you may still be up, but I understand it's late for you, but it's really cherished every time I get to see you. It is. How long until you can get Trudeau out? One bullet is my answer. I have no idea why somebody has not been found in a bell tower yet. But, anyways, this politician who called me today was on a recommendation of a friend of mine, a MAG member. He's a good buddy of mine. You guys and gals have seen him on my channel before. I'm not going to go ahead and shout out any names, but and you guys and gals know I don't do politics. I freaking hate politics. I don't do it on my channel. Why? Because it chaps my ass. Didn't get Marcone out. What? That's a problem with certain stuff. So and you know what? I may actually interview the guy on my channel. So I talked to him. I grilled him. I told him I hate politics and politicians. And I said, normally I wouldn't say that in front of a politician, I told him, normally I would have worse words, but I won't say that to you over the phone. I'll wait till we meet in person to say those words. If I've got bad words for him, I'm a man of my word, right? I'm not going to call you, I'm not a keyboard warrior. I'll say it right to your face and I'll wait until that time. But um, very, very interesting platform. He's uh, he's appalled with the bribery the Ford government has done with handing out all that free money, our money, back to us for the sticker, license plate sticker thing. He's just buying votes, and it's so grotesquely obvious that I was talking to a country gentleman. I drove out to his place early this afternoon, and I was talking to a country gentleman who is just a year and a half retired. Very, very nice man, good conservative man. And we started talking a little bit about politics. We had other things to discuss, but we did touch on politics a little bit. I don't like to talk about it too much because it drives my blood pressure up. That's okay. I have blood pressure pills. But he agreed that there's nothing going on there, and it was really interesting that after I got home, I got a phone call from this politician. Like I said, he's not from my riding, but after our conversation, at the end of it, I said, "Okay, text me your information. Like I want your full name, your party's name, and it's the New Blue Party. I want your phone number so I can text you back, and I want the name of the member of your party that's in my riding so I can go follow him and check him out. Rudy is a good man, absolutely. And yeah, he does make a lot of scary stuff. I there's no way I can deny that. Very, very scary. And the reason it's scary is because it's true. It's true. So, uh, what the Conservative Party in Canada is doing these days seems far more left or communist than what it should be, and it sounds to me, if these guys come good on their word, if they don't turn out to be pieces of crap, if they come good on their word, I'll stand behind the New Blue Party because they're true conservatives. You know, not a conservative that says they're a conservative but is in the pocket of Trudeau. You know what I mean? And I don't get me wrong, I didn't come on here to talk about Canadian politics, but that's oh Yeti. All right, you stay well and safe. It was good to see you as always. But yeah, new blue party. I may the guy enter. I asked the guy if he wanted to do an interview. I told him I have a small channel on YouTube. Asked him if he wanted to do an interview. He said he would be game for it. So we'll see about that. We'll see where his words go. Is that something you guys and gals would be interested in seeing? Sunshine? Are you? Oh, you're just saying night to Yeti. Is that something you guys would be interested in seeing? Me interviewing a new politician for a new conservative party? It'll be super rare, and it might only be 15 or 20 minutes long. But I promised him I wouldn't make an asshole out of him. Uh, like live, I would give him proper due respect. He's a fellow former service member. So, oh yeah, no kidding, Raven. Yeah, you love politics in other countries. Yeah, no kidding, Snark. All right, And I think it's important to share it, what's going on here in Canada, especially for my American brothers and sisters. Like whatever uh, comes from Europe comes to Canada and then filtrates to the States. That's just the natural progression of things. Well, that's a pretty simple question, Raven. I stick to God. Barry, you think that'd be interesting? I think it'd be pretty interesting too, because it would be nice to have a new conservative view. I agree. I hope absolutely, 100%. Well, you know what, Snark? That's why I put my channel up in the first place, was to help people in any way I can, right? And maybe I don't do everything right, and nobody does. I make mistakes, and I leave mistakes in my videos to show people. Okay, you're doing this and this. Okay, this is a mistake I did doing this, and I left the mistake on purpose. I could have fixed it. I know how to fix it, but I left it on purpose to show people. All right, if this happens, this is what the mistake is, and this is how to correct it. Show them so that they don't have to make the mistakes when it matters. Snark, I'm just trying to be more and more ready all the time. I'm on an extraordinarily limited budget, so I can't just go out and get all the solar generators, and I'm in an apartment, so I can't have a gas generator. So I have to work within my means. I have to do small space prepping, uh, tiny urban garden stuff, and I don't care where you are. If you're in the city, if you've got a deck or a patio, put a pot there and grow some food in it. I don't care who you are or where you are. It's getting more and more important all the time to grow your own food. And that might be a topic I might be a little bit remiss on this year, but I'll approach it a different way. I need to approach it a different way. No, that's a pretty interesting, Raven laughs. Your statement there, and that's going to lead back toward my video title here. Fairies wear boots. Fairies wear boots, and you gotta believe me. Barry, on your way. You stay well and safe. Fairies wear boots, and you gotta believe me. Okay, and so how that the fairies thing came up. It was a very good friend that I was speaking with before this live stream. Um, well, you know what, Billy? They sure do. And you better not mess with airborne paratroopers. Those are some badass mofos. Tell you what. Yeah, you don't want to get in their way. That's a big problem. No, I can't sleep. Ivan and Joe, welcome. It's good to see you. I'd rather be sleeping, but fairies wear boots, and you gotta believe me. So I'm talking to my friend earlier, and we're talking about mag, and we all know what mag means. Just chime in a one if you know what mag is, and if you don't know what mag is, hit like question mark, and I'll explain it. So we were talking about mag. Okay, snarks on their business there. Anyone else will chime in? Do you know what mag is? Question mark. Melody. Okay, I'll take some time to explain it, and I'll break it down right now before anyone else chimes in. It's MAG, and it means Mutual Assistance Group. Yeah, Hope's got it. Mutual Assistance Group. Exactly. Well, yeah, Raven. Yeah, sure. We got to trust in God first. Um, However, while we're on this earthly plane, we can put our trust in relying on others as well. Oh, Christy, gotcha. That kind of sucks. I I feel your pain. No, it's a mutual assistance group. It doesn't have to be a squad, a platoon, a company. It doesn't have to be a bunch of people that you run around in the woods and you know shoot weapons off and practice that with. It just MAG, Mutual Assistance Group. Don't try and complicate it. It's just people that you will help out if they need a hand. And the same people will help you out if you need a hand. That's mutual assistance, right? And you don't have to have an identified mutual assistance group to have a mag. A lot of the people who are in my mag don't even know what mag means. It's just I know that I can count on them in a bad situation, and they know they can count on me. That's what mag is. And it's funny. We were having a conversation, my very, very good friend and myself. And this is where the fairies wear boots part comes in. So just bear with me. Hear me out. So I got talking to them, and I, I was explaining that exact thing to them. It's not it doesn't have to be a thing about running around in the woods or making a pact or anything like that or like asking, hey, like being the awkward pimple faced boy at the 13-year-old boy at the high school dance, asking somebody to dance. It's not like that. It's not like that. You don't have to do it that way, right? Nest, you on your way. You stay well and safe. You don't have to do it that way. You don't have to walk up and ask someone for a date. Hey, I see that you're a prepper. Would you like to be in a mag with me? Sounds kind of gay. Sounds like kind of fairies. And when we were having that conversation, I started singing that Black Sabbath song, "Fairies Wear Boots." Right? Yeah, yeah. Hope keep going. Yeah, 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 yeah. So that's the whole fairies wear boots idea came from. Just for the video title. Um, it's like, yeah, you feel goofy and dorky as a teenage boy at the high school dance, going to ask a girl to dance. It's, she's way out of your class. Then you feel goofy and shy, and you got mismatched shoes and a bad suit or something. But yeah, you feel like a fairy asking somebody to be a mag member. You don't. There doesn't always need to be words spoken to understand what mag is, right? after knowing people for a number of years, you get to know if they're trustworthy, if you can rely on them, if they will help you, if you will help them. It's very basic, right? Fairies wear boots, and you gotta believe me. Don't don't be scared to look for your mags and find them. It's a question I get a lot. How do I find a mag? How do I find a mag? Right? Thank you for that, Billy. I appreciate that. How do I find a mag? Solid, honorable people. Melody, yes. And it's that basic. It's that basic. I exercised mag today, right? Not necessarily for home protection or coming to shoot people that are coming at me or because I'm starving and have no food. Nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. Future preparedness. Like I said, I'm upping my game. Even, you know, I may be a little unwell. Yeah, they do want you scared. They sure do. That's how they control you. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what they want. Because without you being terrified, they have less control. Well, I'm not scared anymore. I'm pissed off, right? And that becomes dangerous. If they cross that line, full of hope. You have no idea how much that is so much appreciated, and thank you. Yes, but I mean, look after yourself first. Everything is getting ever so much more expensive. So please, honestly, guys and gals, look after yourselves first. Yourselves, your family, your mag. If there's anything left after that, and you want to make a donation, that's great. It's you got no idea how much it's appreciated. No idea. And you got no idea how much you've helped already, you guys and gals. I paid my rent a year in advance. That's not me. That's you guys and gals. And I've got other plans as well. And that's not me. That's you guys and gals. I'm the one who needs to be thankful. And I'm ever so thankful. Yeah, Billy. Absolutely. Yeah. Get all you can. Yeah, that's the way. Sunshine Me, that's my entire goal for having a channel. That's all I want to do is try and help. You know, like not to mention it's fantastic social interaction um, and learning from you guys and gals. Like, if there's, well, almost 30 of you in here now, and I guarantee you, 30 of you are way smarter than my dumb ass. Guarantee you. But I may know a little trick or two that you guys don't know. I may do something a little bit different. I just approach things differently and I try to share it and I try to encourage people. I'm not here to sell fear. You know I don't sell fear. You guys and gals know that about me. Um I just it's not my business. There's other people out there doing it and they're doing a great job at it. So I'll leave that business to them. I'll I'll not even try to sell anything. I may advertise some stuff and offer it at a discount, but that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm not looking to profit. I'm I figured out how I'm going to do it, and I've had a struggle mentally and morally with myself on how to do it, and I figured out how to do it where it won't cause me any duress, and I also won't make any money from it. So that's things to come. Things to come. Things to come. So no, no one at all, literally. Well, sunshine me, you can always reach out on the interwebs here, and like I say, I don't pry as to where people are. I don't want people divulging personal information in a live forum. Even if I delete it, it can always be um, referred to or whichever. So yeah, but before the stuff really does get real, and I mean it's getting real now. When you start talking about approaching $10 a gallon for diesel, it's getting pretty freaking real. Cha cha, you on your way out? All right, you stay well and safe. It was good to see you. Well, you know what, Billy? That is one of the most correct statements I've heard today. And the thing about it is, we are in the sheet, but nobody's noticing it because we didn't take a nosedive straight down into the sheet and leave a big splatter pattern. It's like the slow roller coaster down, so you don't even notice. Yeah, yeah, we are in the sheet. And this is SHTF. I don't care what any of you think. If you think it's not true, stop prepping. If you think it's not true, why are you prepping? My advice, go out tomorrow and put back all the dry goods you can. There's not going to be a big mushroom cloud. There might be, but that's I don't want to talk about that sort of global political business. That's not what this is about. There's not going to be some big cataclysmic event. There might be, but that's not how they're going to roll it. They don't need to. We are already in the slow slide to the shithole. Raven laughs. I have that covered. Yeah, winter comes, you will need a way to heat your home. Make sure you have that covered, guys and gals who are in places that get cold. What Ivan and Joe just said, big ol' hard copy on that. Trust your faith in God, not what the world has to offer. Don't get me wrong. It's not like food does not come of this world and we need food to sustain ourselves to continue to praise the Lord. But yes, there's a relationship between God, ourselves, and the earth, and God gave us the earth for a reason. So be mindful of that. Don't ever forget it. And it says right in the book, God helps those who help themselves. So God help you if you don't provide for yourself, if you don't provide for your family, if you don't prepare. How many stories? Um, I believe there are 73 mentions in the Bible regarding starvation and famine. Nutty beeswax, I see you there. Yeah, okay. So if there's 73 references in one good book about food shortages, it might be something to think about. It's there's not a lot of hard ones and zeros to crunch there. It's like, oh, maybe I better take heed, pay attention to that. Yeah, Melody. People will run amok, and that's not going to be a good thing. It's going to be very, very unruly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a guarantee for sure. Yeah, you're going back home, right? To die is to be reborn. Ah, very interesting, Billy. I appreciate that. Listen to the song, good one. I'm in my mid 30s. Never listened to Black Sabbath much. The fairies wear boots. Yeah, because smoking and tripping is all you do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's some of the lyrics in there. Yeah, but I mean the whole fairies wear boots idea for this the title came from is because I was talking to a very very good friend earlier, and how to them it felt gay to ask, or weird or awkward to ask another person to be a mag member. You don't have to ask somebody to be a mag member. You already know who your mag members are, whether a word has been spoken about it or not. You already know who you can rely on and who can rely on you. You already know that. It's not even a question. Beans and rice for a couple of years. Yeah, well, why not? It's freaking delicious. I see people living off grid very simply with meager electrical needs, all solar, and maybe some Jenny stuff, but it's not difficult. No, no, it is not. You just limit what your needs are. Clipper wind turbines, some solar panels. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trust me. Trust me. I'm looking into that. Yeah, no kidding, Raven. We are in war. Yeah. It hasn't been declared just yet by the mashed frickin' potato brain, but doing everything possible to get into it. How isn't it obvious to everyone here in the chat how plainly obvious mashed potatoes is doing everything he can possibly do to get into that war, to support it? Sounds to me like Biden has something to hide in the Ukraine. Something to be suppressed there. Isn't that curious when you think about it in those ways? Isn't it curious? Because at the end of the day, it really becomes very, very basic. Oh, where did all of Hunter's money come from? Oh, oh, really? Well, he shouldn't have had business dealings there. That's a conflict of interest. You know what I mean? Oh, a pond with loads of frogs, lots of water, good eating. Oh yeah, frog's legs. Put a little hot sauce on that. Oh yeah, buffalo hot wings. Amy, I believe so. Yeah, yeah. So you know, there's got to be some correlation between Biden and Putin, and this is just me spitballing here. There's got to be some correlation between the two, trying to squish the Ukraine so freaking hard. Am I wrong in thinking along those lines, or like, y'all chime in? Like, what do y'all think? This is not the me stream. This is a you guys stream. I'm just the idiot you're looking at, right? If I knew well enough, I would tell you. I don't know well enough, so I'll ask, right? 100-watt single panel, rainwater. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Tent stove. Good copy on that, Melody. I've been homeless a number of times in my life, and in Canada in winter. Yeah, it's your brain really starts to think quick when you're homeless in Canada in winter. You really get your shit together. Your ones and zeros come together real quick. It's like, oh, I need to first of all stay warm and not die. Secondly, water. Third, food. Right? Well, I agree with you on that, Raven. Yeah, it is a war against humans, 100%. And Raven, I don't disagree with that. Count all blessings. Yeah. Mountaineer Mama, a very good morning to you as well. It's not a good morning for me. I can't sleep. So, Cherry, there you are. Wear boots. Yeah. Fairies wear boots. Put on the boots of protection, guys. Put on the boots of God. Because it is all evil. It's all evil. Jason, it's good to see you, Jason. For the U.S. Southern states, we are dangerous with cannabis. I'm not. I don't know what cannabis is, unless that says cannabis. Not sure. My wonderful spectaculars aren't working so spectacularly this evening. Maybe if you could write that in a different way so I can understand it. Maybe reword it. Oh, cannibals. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, right, right, right. Okay, yeah. All right. I get it. Yeah. Are they one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eaters like they were teaching us about since the what was that, 50s or 60s? Man, that was a hit on. All right, Jason Pearl just confirmed it. It was a hit on popular selling albums. Now, the one I listened to when I was a kid was from K-Tel, where it had that tune. Not sure if we had the 45 where that tune was on it. Hope, you on your way? Okay, night night, sister. You stay well and safe, or good morning, as it were for you. Hope you have a very good and productive day. Stay well and safe. And it's always a pleasure to see you, Hope. 12 chicks partying in a tote. That is awesome, Christy. I love that. I love rock and roll too. I never bought many too many 45s. I I've got a few in my collection, but I mostly bought them later in life. To be honest with you, younger in life, I didn't give them too much cred. There wasn't enough music on one side. It's like, oh crap, song's over. Now I get to get up and flip the album over again already. After 3 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever it is. A buck per 45, as long as they're in decent shape. Hey, don't get me wrong, Billy. I've got I got some really valuable albums as well. But I mean, this isn't a Johnson measuring contest. Raven, bravo! Sent uh, an incubator. That is freaking awesome. Sunshine me. I never would have thought so either. We are living in unprecedented times. You know, when somebody says to you, may you live in interesting times, these are interesting times. And what they say is not a blessing. May you live in uninteresting times. Amy, keep doing that. Yeah, keep growing your garden, guys and gals. Put it in $100 per record. Ivan, all right, hang on a second, guys and gals. Stop the chat. I need to address Ivan right now. Right now. First, you know what? Pah! In the filth. I'm going to stop the chat myself and I'll address Ivan. Ivan, wait. Boom, here we are. Ivan, you behave yourself and you get off your big fat wallet and pay large for my records. Don't you, Ivan, man. Next time you're paying for coffee. How about that? Just for that, Ivan. Next time you and Joe can pay for coffee. There we are. Now we're in business. One metric finger wagging for Ivan and Joe. Mostly Ivan though. Joe's a good girl. Very special time to be living. Yeah, Amy, like right, 99 cents. The bid goes down. Ivan, all right. I don't need to take the axe out for you just yet, but I got a pegboard in the other room, and I'm just going to take your name down one peg. Ivan, buddy, dude, brother, guys and gals. Ivan is clearly busting my chops. But fairies wear boots. Fairies wear boots because they're scared to address other people regarding mag. Don't be scared. Do it. Nah, Christy Betts, I fully hear you on that. And that's kind of some of the stuff I've been prepping today. And not even my mag members, Ivan and Joe here, know about this. And I'm not going to share it with anyone here or right now. But I've been doing some prepping on that front as well. What can we do? Have in our benefit is the numbers. We must stop trying to isolate ourselves. And yes, and join hands against the elite. Yes, Raven. Drops, I see you there, brother. How you doing? Guys and gals, if you don't know Drops, seriously, check him out. Great channel. I think Ivan just tried to give me the boot out of my channel. I should. I'm not sure if he needs a wrench or not. But if I took his wrench away, another wrench might just shoot him out completely. He's my brother. I don't know if I want to mess with him that bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't like messing with him. But you behave yourself, Ivan. That's one metric finger wagging for you. Metric, I say. And Dale Homestead. Well, good morning and good evening. I cannot sleep, but so here we are. Yeah, Ivan. Yeah. You're laughing at me. You're laughing at me trying to shade the shades and all the cool. But I know you. I know you. I got your ticket. I got some stuff for you too, by the way. So, and part of that is information. So, Ivan doing an insurrection. Ivan is always doing an insurrection, and that's just him. He's. I've come to know him that way, and I'm good with it. Drops, boom. Look at you with the links. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Hey, well, what can I do, Cherry? You gotta acknowledge what's what, and you gotta roll with it, because you need humor in your life, right? And some of this levity is extraordinarily important because a lot of people don't get any levity in their life. So when we can take moments to do it, it's like just like a brother busting the other's chops, when you're adolescents or young adults, you'll always bust your brothers or your sisters' chops. It's just a thing, and it makes the unit stronger, right? Because there's no way you can really bust somebody's chops unless you actually love them, right? You can't say I hate you to someone you actually hate. You can say I hate you to someone you love, and they'll get it, right? They'll understand. They'll get your concept because they know it's in jest. But telling people they need 2 weeks or 3, you're worth of food. That's not enough. Yeah, definitely going to need way more. That's Raven. That's why I encourage people, even in small urban areas, if you've got a patch of dirt, put frickin' food in it. Cherry, yeah. Thank you for the reminder on that. Those ham hocks, they smoke out real well, especially with the hickory. Oh, they're so nice in a pot of beans. Thank you for the reminder. I do need to do some more before the frickin' prices go up again, or still, or continually, or whatever. And if they're even available, right? Because we're not only having pricing problems, but we're having availability problems. So, um, you know, it's really important to take the opportunity while we can, if you're in a position to put something back. I don't care if it's a bag of dried macaroni elbow noodles. I don't care. Put something back. Every day drops. Every day prices are going up. It's insane. However, eggs are not up here this week. There's actually a sale on eggs for the 18 pack. It's a good deal. Ivan and Joe, or you other folks who are in Ontario, Canada, Freshco does have 18 packs of eggs on sale for, I think it was 388, the 18 pack. Oh, Ivan and Joe, you know what? That was my plan this year, to plant strawberries in hanging baskets. Problem with strawberries in hanging baskets is they will not overwinter well here. You'd have to buy them every year. Ideas for hiding preps in a small space. Under the couch, behind the couch. There's plenty of space behind the couch. There's always a gap back there because the top of your couch sort of touches the wall, and like the back of the base of your couch goes on a taper. So there's always a space back there. You can always put stuff back there, and while it's on the floor, it'll stay. It'll actually stay cooler, right? Yeah, encourage edibles. And Cherry, that's I'm glad you brought that up. Um, Also encourage perennial plants, like growing things that are pretty quick to grow and prolific, like annuals yearly is cool. And in some areas, you can overwinter. Uh, Amy, don't get me started on sunchokes. Uh, no, one metric finger wagging for you. Um, Peppers up here don't overwinter well. Like we lose them every year. But Amy, if you know anything about my channel, if you've ever ever watched any of my videos from last summer, I put sunchokes in last year, and I do tiny space, small urban gardening. So I did a whole experiment, and that's what I do. I experiment in an urban setting, so that other people who are in urban settings don't make the same mistakes. And sunchokes in a small urban area is a freaking mistake. So if you want to go back ahead and watch some of my old videos from last summer about that, and you'll kind of get why I say that. But it's okay, Amy. That's quite all right. I'm not chastising you. I'm not chastising you about it at all, and it's nice to see you. But yeah, if you're in an urban area and have limited growing space, you need to be really mindful of what you plant. Vertical gardening, 100%. Yes, absolutely. Um, The bush grows 6 feet tall. I'm not sure if you're talking about the Jerusalem artichokes or not, but mine were 10 feet tall and took over the whole bed. I'm still digging them out. You know what I mean? But you need to think very, very clearly if you're in a limited space gardening, if you have that opportunity, if you're in an apartment or something like that, you need to think very, very clearly about what's going to take up what space, what's going to yield what the harvest is going to be, how long its growing season can last, how hardy is it when it gets cold, right? You've never eaten sunchokes, nor have I, Christy. To be honest with you, I grew them as an experiment, um, and it was far too successful. So I'm going to say it's unsuccessful for small space urban gardening for what it produces. But I understand they create very, very much flatulence. Ivan and Joe, yeah, please don't. Yeah, please don't get sunchokes for me. Hostas are absolutely edible. They're starting to pop up, and the time to harvest them in my zone is now. One pill does make you larger. Virtual gardening on the VR. All right. Okay, Eagle Scout. That's all right. Go ahead and virtually eat that and see how it sustains anyone. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, Cherry, you know what? You know what's an amazing thing? Water chestnuts wrapped in bacon. You put that on the barbecue and grill them. And like 2 or 3 minutes before they're done, brush them in like a mesquite smoked barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and then serve that. Beautiful. That's one of the most intelligent things I've seen said today. Sunshine Me just said, pulling flowers out of my front planters and growing beans. Fiddleheads. Oh yeah, fiddleheads are good. Um, sunchokes do make a really good privacy screen. And if anyone wants to see a video about making a privacy screen from sunchokes, go check out Mallory over at Quebec Homestead. And now it's a video from a long while ago. But yeah, she put in a whole ditch row of sunchokes for a privacy fence because they grow huge and tall and they're very prolific. They're great. Not to mention, she's got a food source in the ditch. What's that, Drops? You're going to put your porky butt in the smoker tomorrow? Green beans or baked beans? In my opinion, in my personal opinion, baked beans. Why? You can store them for an awful lot longer than you can store green beans. Secondly, you can make them to whatever profile you like. If you like maple baked beans or molasses baked beans or beans and tomato sauce or whatever, you can do them any flavor profile you want. Beans and smoked bacon or you know whatever you want. Pork butt on sale, 99 cents. No kidding. Do you know what, Raven? Smoke it and can it. I do agree, but be careful with canning smoked or hard flavored meats, like if they're strong in herbs, like a rosemary or sage or something like that. When you can stuff, those herbs and those strong flavors intensify. So just, do a test run, be careful, and like it is a trial and error type deal. Ivan and Joe, we'll see you. Yeah, it's not long before I go to bed either. I just wanted to throw up a quick live talking about fairies wear boots, and don't overthink things, guys and gals. Like, you know, if you've got people in your life that you already trust implicitly, they are already part of your MAG or mutual assistance group, right? You don't have to overthink the whole thing and have a big conversation or like proposing to them. Would you like to be in a MAG with me? You know what I mean? Because that fairies wear boots, right? Sounds kind of gay. Sounds kind of dumb. Makes you like the awkward schoolboy at the dance, right? It would be so fun to send him pics and do a video. Well, I don't have the capability to negotiate all that up and putting a video together about it. Although I could learn it and it would be fun. Absolutely. The Raven laughs. You can get away with that depending on your growing region. We can't do that in Canada. The ground is frozen until the end of April, right? Now here shortly into May, a third of the way in, it's still too cold to put a lot of things out. Some people take some risks and they go ahead and that is yes, that is the cheapest way to grow food. Absolutely. If you buy a pepper from the store, harvest the seeds out of it. Dry them out if you want to use a dehydrator or set them in your window or put them in the oven. Do whatever you want to do, but harvest the seeds out of it. Yes, and if they grow, they grow. If not, no real big loss. But definitely harvest the seeds that come out of your garden. The fertilizer is hard to get. Well, make your own, Billy. Use banana skins and bones and um, coffee grounds and urine. You can make fertilizer. What does it need? Does it need nitrates? Does it need potassium? Does it need phosphorus? Does it need calcium? You know, just figure that out and then figure what will provide it, and you'll be okay. You planted popcorn. That's going to be interesting to see. Using cat dung. All right, make sure you ferment that out for a year. Don't don't put that directly in your garden. Yeah, make sure you churn that into some soil and let it do its business for at least a year. Yeah, really, Melody. It's unchanged in price. Interesting. It must be domestically produced. I'm surprised they didn't get on the bandwagon of jacking the prices of things up. All right, so drops is a drop in the ones and zeros on how good your urine is and this and that. So pay attention seriously because drops does have a good channel, knows what he's talking about. I wouldn't be gone about it if I didn't know. So hey, lower and raise the lights as the plants grow. Yeah, you know what I use for that? I use egg cartons. I'll just, oh, the plants are getting too tall for the light. I'll lift up the light and I'll put an egg carton underneath each of the feet. Boom, there you go. You got to be creative on how you do everything, right? Hydroponic mushrooms are the best. Yeah, you know what? You can go on the interwebs if you want to, Billy, and grow your own. It's a site called, and it's not very expensive kit to buy. I believe it's called magicmushrooms.com. Should be pretty easy for you to remember, Billy, if you want that. Personally, not my bag, but if that's what you want to do, then knock yourself out of the park, my friend. Do we need a soil tester? I take meds, so worry about your urine. Oh, that's a really good point. Sunshine me. Uh, if I was you, or if I was anyone taking any serious kind of meds um, that will affect plants hormonally or in any way like that, I would definitely avoid using urine. Now, I'm not sure if you collect your urine and you let it steep for like a half a year or a year, if those chemicals are neutralized. I can't really see it, but it makes me wonder. It's I don't know the answer to that. I can't tell you the answer. But it's interesting speculation for sure. You were chasing a cow out of the apple orchard. Huh. I took my children and my baby daughter in my arms into the apple orchard of my uncle's property to gather fossils, little round snail type fossils, because my boy was 9 or whatever. No, he wasn't 9. He was maybe 8. My daughter was just a little a baby in my arms, and we walked out into the field and to go get some fossils because every boy loves fossils. Well, Uncle Alan had that orchard slated as grazing ground for the cattle, and with the cattle came the bull. So we were walking around doing our thing, no problem whatsoever, and I had my baby daughter in my arms, and she bawled a little bit. She's like, ah. And every single cow in the herd stopped what they were doing, stopped grazing, looked up, turned their head, and every single cow in the herd looked at us. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. So, and they started walking towards us because every mama cow is definitely going to walk toward a baby that bawls, right? So, to my son, I still have my daughter in my arms. I was like, all right, boy, get behind me and let's back up against this apple tree here. And I got myself a nice long stick, 10 feet long or whatever. And if the cows try to come for us, we'll scramble up this apple tree. So the cattle all walked towards us, and they weren't doing it in an aggressive manner. They were pretty gentle about it, but they were sure curious about what was balling there, what baby needed care. They were Bacon. If I didn't see you there, Bacon, how you doing? But yeah, so my daughter bawled. Cattle were coming to see what's wrong, how to fix this. Well, obviously, when they got to us, they saw we're not humans, so they're sniffing and sniffing and sniffing. But ever so slowly, lumbers up and just parts the way through the lady cows is the bull, and his head is 3 feet wide. He could have just put his head down and crushed us against that tree if he wanted to. He stepped in. He noticed the ladies weren't panicked. He stepped in, gave a real good sniff as to what we were to make sure it's not a threat to his ladies. He got it, obviously. He stood there, looked around a little bit, stuck his tongue up both of his nostrils. You know how cows stick their tongue up their nose, how they do it. I don't know. Cow tongue is delicious, though, even though it's been up their nose. I'm sorry, I don't get it either, but I digress. That was one of the most terrifying moments in my life. And it was only about 10 years later, maybe it was 15 years later, I got talking to my boy about that incident. And he remembered. And it was only at that point I told him that that was the bull. Because bulls are known to be mean and scary and brutal and destructive and stuff like that. So that was a pretty scary moment for me. That was the scariest moment for me as a parent in my life. Scariest moment ever. Don't have enough soil to make compost tea. I suggest you plant in totes or containers, buckets, raised beds. Then you can put whatever soil you want in there. Oh yeah, bone broth. Yeah. Now, yeah, coffee grounds are definitely good for the soil. Banana skins, dry them out and grind them. Like there's lots of ways to repair the nutrients in your gardens. Like what I do, I don't in the fall, once my garden has stopped producing, I don't rip it out. I don't clean my garden out in the fall. I let it stand there and I let it die over winter. And then come spring, because if I rip it out in fall, it's a plant and it's heavy with water weight, and I got to put it in a bag that I have to buy and then carry that heavy freaking thing over to the curb. But in the spring, if I just let it stand there over winter, I just break it all up and I throw it back down into the soil. So you try and put as much nutrients back into the soil as you took out of it. And not only does it do that, but it also adds organic material. It's a soil builder. And when you do that over 10 years or whatever, it really makes a big difference to your soil. It really does. And it will reduce the amount of nutrients that you need, depending on if you rotate your crops and change them out or whatever. But you can kind of design your beds for what you want to grow in there, right? So it's just a matter of a little bit of research for how to do it in an optimum way. So whether you're doing it in totes or raised beds or in the ground, whichever. We are born and raised from the soil that lies beneath us. My brother Billy. From the dust we were born, and to the dust shall we return. If anyone ever says that to you before they fight you, decline the fight. Serious. Yeah, bake bones, throw them in like a coffee mill or whatever. Yeah, banana peels. Even you know what? You can make tea out of your out of banana peels and carrot skins and feed that directly into your garden. Steep your carrot skins and banana peels for 3-4 days, just in a jug of water, and then you can use that as nutrients in your soil. And then if you want to, you can dehydrate. You can drain off the liquid, dehydrate it in your oven or in a window or in the hot sun, whatever. Dry it out, grind it up, and you can dust that onto your soil as well. Like, think about it. People try and overcomplicate everything when it's really, really simple. We've been alive all these thousands and thousands of years, and we've been eating, obviously, to stay alive. It wasn't complicated then. Why is it complicated now? Salt out of dandelion roots. Well, I didn't know that, drops, but I do understand that roasted dandelion roots make a fine cup of coffee. I totally get that, sunshine, me, but let's just break it down into ones and zeros, okay? And I'll ask a simple question. What is a seed and what does it want to do? Okay. A seed has all the things in it that it needs to be something else. And it wants to grow. Okay. Another simple question. What what does a seed need to grow? Bacon, hard copy on that. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. When I was having the conversation earlier tonight, which stimulated the title for this little live stream here, um, we had a conversation about, we didn't call it prepping or anything like that 45 years ago. We called it life. We didn't even call it life. We just called it Sunday. Oh, all the old women are making pickles. Us men are out raising a building or whatever. You know what I mean? We didn't call it anything. We had a whole cow and two pigs and another freezer chest full of vegetables, plus racks and racks and racks full of pickles and beets and whatever else on the shelf. Snowy Saturday on the farm in the winter, no problem. Mom will send me downstairs. Go get me a roast for tomorrow's dinner. Bring up 2 bags of corn, a bag of potatoes, can of bread and butter pickles, can of dill pickles, and a jar of beets. Yes, ma'am. I might have to make 2 trips, but hey, whatever. That's my job. We didn't have to leave the farm. We didn't have to go anywhere. You have a year's worth of food put back, right? What do the Germans do with it? Do with what, Billy? I'm not sure. What do the Germans do with what? Germans make sauerkraut out of anything. Fermenting is good. It stays stable at cool temperatures, but doesn't need to be refrigerated. See, that's the thing about it. Like, you know, I could do a live stream about dehydrating, and people will want to complicate the issue. It's pretty freaking simple, you know. You can take an apple, core it out so you've got a hole in the middle, and then slice it so that you get apple rings. Slice them thin, run a rope through it, hang it above your wood stove or in front of your window on a hot day. That's dehydrating. Drops. Yeah, you do make a good point there. Yep. Yeah, but I mean, just when you think about it, dehydrating, like herbs, if you have any fresh herbs in your garden, whether it's chives or fresh thyme or anything like that, set it on a window screen, a clean window screen in your front porch. Or if you have a sun facing porch or a sun facing window, just set it on the screen and it'll dehydrate it itself. Hung your cayenne peppers, string of floss, and it was amazing. Well, yeah, okay. So you basically air dried them. Amy, is that where you're going? Hey, you know what? And both dandelion and clover are both edible, right? Yeah, in many different ways. Yeah, if dandelion doesn't grow, you've got hard, unfertile clay soil or whatever. Cool. Yeah, yeah. You can just hang stuff in the air. You can string a string from that wall to that wall of just take a roll of jute and put a tack over there and a tack over there. You get your herbs, just hang it up and forget about it. It'll dry for you, no problem. It That's what they do. They lose water. It's not science. It's sort of a natural progression of what it does. Um, but I'm not just talking about dehydration. I'm talking about everything. People seem to find a need to complicate everything, and I don't get it. Personally, I don't get it. You know, I try and simplify things. I don't. I don't. You guys and gals know my channel. You know I don't give you problems. If I give you something, it's usually a solution to help you with a problem, right? I don't sell fear. I don't even sell solutions. My solutions aren't for sale. They're for free for you guys and gals. Mustard plant and wild onions. Oh my goodness gracious! Give me a nice, juicy, fresh, ripe tomato with that bacon. Oh, daddy! Maybe some cracked pepper and dried dillweed. Blew my mind. You see where my mind goes? It's about thriving, not just surviving, right? Know your foods, know your edibles, know your combinations, how to put stuff together. Oh, yeah, banana peels are edible. Absolutely. Yeah, you can grind them into a powder and throw it in your smoothie if you want to. Amy, if you like dried dill, if you like fish, like red fish, like trout or salmon, salt and pepper the skin side of your fish and then shake dried dillweed over it until the whole surface is completely green. Then take a hot skillet and put that green surface, the meat side, down on the pan first. And just leave it there for like 6 minutes. Grab it with your spatula, flip it over. Don't touch it. Leave it for another 3 minutes. Pull it off of there. Squeeze some lemon over it. You got no idea. Carrot top pesto. Great idea. Raven. And yeah, carrot tops are edible. Beet tops. Oh, yeah. You want a real good fish dish? Add capers to it. No, dill and beef stroganoff. Yeah, absolutely. Nice, fresh little hint. You can use lemon juice if you don't have um, dill handy, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Cattail is a good carbohydrate, and as I understand, most of the plant is edible throughout stages of its life. Right? It's important to know all this stuff. Never been a fan of capers? Well, it's just that acidic, extra acidic touch, and the capers when they're pickled, it's got that salty thing like an olive. Maybe you might not be a fan of olives either, drops, and that's okay. I'm not your judge. God is your judge. If you don't like olives, don't like olives. If you don't like capers, don't like capers. Not everyone likes everything, but the whole concept is to thrive, not just survive. Do you want to eat plain white rice and plain beans, or do you want to jazz it up a little bit? Green olives, oh daddy, green olives on a pizza is a must for me. Oh yeah, bro. I know you like to make your own homemade pizza. For me, it's pepperoni, bacon, mushrooms, onions, green olives, and well, besides the cheeses, fresh cracked pepper. Um, Listen, dill with stroganoff will lighten the flavor because stroganoff is a fairly heavy dish. Sour cream is to lighten it up a little bit. Any lemon or dillweed will help lighten that palate even more. Uh, Trust. I shit you not. Go ahead. You can doubt me all you want. Open another window and go ahead and Google it yourself. It's a European thing for sure. It's not common American mental concept. But, and yes, Christy, food fatigue is real. Yep. You add a little bit of lemon juice and some fresh dillweed. It'll elevate your stroganoff from, oh, stroganoff again to, it's like, wow, this was really good. Can I have some more? No, you already ate it all, right? Avoiding food fatigue is super, super important. And I'm ever so thankful I sent myself to culinary school after I got out of the military and learned all this stuff. And the only reason I did is because I like to eat really, really good food. And now I have the gift of being able to do it for my friends, my loved ones, teaching it to other people, knowing different combinations, how to put food back better, to prepare better for better meals after the shit hits the biscuit. You know, it's super important. Food fatigue is real. Plain white rice for 2 weeks in a row. Give it a try. Let me know how you make out. Yeah, plain white rice and plain beans. No salt, no pepper. Plain in a bowl. 2 weeks straight. Let me know how you make out after 3 days. Hey, Hillbilly. How you doing? Welcome. It's good to see you. All right, Raven Laughs. If you're saying Chuck is on sale, can you do me a favor and let us know like roughly what county you're in? We don't want your mailing address or nothing like that, but if other people can capitalize on that sale, it would be freaking fantastic. That's why we do the skinny and all that, right? And we didn't do that tonight. It's just not a skinny night. Dill and garlic. Oh yeah, brother. Yeah. You can do just dill and garlic on just about anything. Dill and garlic on a bagel. Yeah, yes, please. Dill and garlic with eggs. Hell yeah, right? Dill and garlic with fish. Oh yeah. Dill and garlic with chicken. Not a problem. Although I do prefer lemon and tarragon sometime, but um, can you plant garlic without freezing it? You mean like now? Well, Amy, the thing that I would do is I would you don't want to plant garlic now. You want to plant garlic in the fall. Okay, so it's okay if you get a head of garlic from the grocery store. Mind you, it's got to be fresh. Make sure it's not dead, right? If you get a fresh head of garlic and you see a little green tip at the top of it in the fall, buy those and separate the cloves from the head, right? Like a clove of garlic in it, right? In one head. Separate all those out, plant them individually, give them a good space, give them 3 to 4 inches between each plant because the bulbs are going to need space to grow. You need to plant those in the fall, cover them with something over the winter, let them overwinter, uncover them fairly early when you can, and let them do their thing. You can also do those in containers. You don't need to do it in the ground. You want to make sure your soil is nice and loose, well amended. Oh, cilantro, sunshine. To me, the cilantro that I've had before, the varieties I've had, taste like freaking soap. They just taste like soap. Oh, Amy, you're welcome. Seriously, yeah, yeah. I need to do another video of my garlic that I planted in the fall. It's probably 18 inches tall now. So if you go back into my fall videos and you look for planting garlic or something like that, yeah, you put it in the fall. You have to protect it over winter to make sure it doesn't freeze real hard. Just put your leaves, the leaves that fall from trees. Rake up your leaves and dump those on top of your garlic and to insulate them from the winter, right? And then yeah, clear them off in the fall if the wind hasn't blown them all away. And as long as your soil is good and your garlic seed or clove is good and viable, you should do okay. Now it'll get better year after year as you plant it, harvest that clove, plant it again. Year after year, the more you do that, your garlic will get better and bigger as long as the nutrients in your soil are good. Yeah, Billy, I quite agree. No way I could disagree. Fairly decent soil, and you're adding natural things. Okay. Do you know what, Amy? Definitely go online, even in the YouTubes or Google or whatever you want to do, and sort of pose the question: what nutrients does garlic like? Right? You can go into a gardening channel. They may have. I'm not a gardening channel. I'm an experimental urban gardener. I'm a prepper, right? I'm ex-military. I'm a comms guy. Um, However, I'm in an urban setting and understand how important it is to grow. So I encourage it strongly. And I make mistakes. Raven, you on your way? Waves like an Egypt. Oh, pumpkin time. All right, yeah, go plant yourself. Night night. Yeah, it's easy to Google what nutrients. Like you could Google it for sunflowers, or you could Google it for garlic, or you know, it's pretty easy to do. And I mean, if there's some information or knowledge I have and can share with you guys and gals, I'm happy to. But definitely, please go check your information for sure, in case I'm wrong. Maybe I might have said the wrong nutrient or something like that, phosphorus or potassium or whatever it might be, right? Um, so definitely, please go do your own research. But yeah, it's not hard to do once you understand what you want to do and what it needs to be done. Like a seed wants to grow. So you need to provide it with the conditions it requires. It needs some warmth. It needs some moisture. It needs some nutrients. And it needs some sunlight. So that's 4 things that a seed needs to grow. Every seed. I don't care what kind of seed it is. But they have to be the right conditions for that seed. Some like a lot of water, some like less water, you know? So yeah, it's just a matter of a little wee bit of research, and you can do well easily in a garden with not a whole lot of work. Yeah, sure, it can need a helping hand. Absolutely, Billy. If you got a dry season, you got to water it, right? It needs a helping hand. Yeah, you don't just take it out of the package, out of the cupboard, and then you've got wax beans in your hand. You got to plant them in a certain way and make sure it stays moist and nurse it up. It's like a baby. You got to grow it, right? Hey, James, I see you there. Welcome. It's good to see you. But with that, guys and gals, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wind this down. Uh, I couldn't sleep and wanted to share some things about it, some conversations I'd had with you guys and gals, and the importance of mag and the importance of not needing to identify mag. You need to identify it mentally and know it, but you don't necessarily have to be a fairy. You don't have to go ask that gay, stupid, awkward question. Hey, do you want to be a mag member with me? That's like asking a girl to the prom. You know what I mean? Within your life as an adult, you should probably already understand who's around you, who's willing to help you, who's not willing to help you, and who you're willing to help. And the person that's willing to help you and you're willing to help them, whether they even know what mag means, that's mag. This is about uncomplicating things, not making it difficult. I'm trying to simplify things. But with that, guys and gals, I'm North. And we'll see you in the funny papers. Stay well and safe, all. Don't forget to hold up your brother and your sister. Never look down on anyone unless you're about to hold them up. All right, Bacon, and they ain't your mag. But you also know who's further away from you, so you know who are mag, right? All right, stay well and safe, all. Peace. I'm out.